April, if we heard from Jenny, we were expecting her.
Do you want to text her, Christy? Yeah. Okay.
All right.
How was your winter break?
It's been good. Yeah.
Lanny, tell us about your new adventure.
A couple days ago, I was sworn in as our new county clerk. I am very honored to serve all of Salt Lake County with election needs, marriage licenses, passport acceptance, and of course, our county council minutes. One of my favorite things I get to do is administer the oath of office, which I look forward to doing. So whenever you guys are ready.
We'll start the meeting and then
Wonderful.
we're not the only school board that has new members in the county.
Are not, no. I get to make the rounds, which will be lovely to meet all of our wonderful constituents, great kids that will be constituents and voters one day.
Glad you're here, thank you.
Yeah.
We're waiting still for the board member, the 7th board member that we're expecting. And then we'll get started.
Yeah, holidays.
3 weeks.
Seriously, that's true.
I just called you Lanny. We always just called Sherry, so if you'd like to be.
No, I'm Lanny. That is my mom.
Oh. All right. A fine woman, I'm sure.
She is a great
Is she
woman.
following you around to watch you do this?
She is. Right now she's with my daughters because we are part of the Salt Lake School District
Uh-huh.
and we're still off for another week. So,
That's great.
yes.
Those are your parents?
Yeah.
Because your mom does look like Trini.
Yes.
That's them.
We know you.
That's. Well, you sent me a picture of Trini, and as you came in, I said, they look a lot alike.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I can go. I just, is she on the first floor? Because the second floor, we have people there. So I'll head down to the first floor.
It's been good.
How has it been? I guess you're still in it.
A few more days. It's been nice.
Relaxing.
Yeah. Well, I have lots of occupations to do, so
It was.
not that relaxing, but it's been fun.
Like one of his relatives can't get in because all the elevators need a pass. Yeah. I think Chris was calling Jenny. I think Nate's talking to someone in his family. I think. That's just my
Yeah, let's.
deduction.
Yeah, okay.
But I don't, don't count on it.
So we're live, so we can get started. And he's going to get Eric to set up a secure Zoom so she can be part of the other meeting.
Okay, sounds good. All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the first meeting of the Salt Lake City School District Board of Education 2023. I want to thank all of you for coming and supporting all of the candidates who are now board member elects and soon to be official board members after we get sworn in by our new county clerk, Lanny Chapman. So thank you, everybody, for being here. I want to acknowledge our association representatives. I see Mike Harmon in the back, our vice president for SLEA. Also want to acknowledge James Tobler, the president of SLEA. SLASA, our representatives there, Janelle Rodriguez, Dallin Miller, and Bree De Leon. Classified representatives is B. Alonzo, and then our office personnel's Whitney Favre. So with that, I would invite Mr. Arthur up to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please stand and repeat the Pledge of Allegiance with me. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Arthur, for doing that for us. We really appreciate it. Up next on the agenda are the swearing in of 4 board members. We will start with Precinct 1, Bryce Williams, and then we will continue with Precinct 3, Ashley Anderson, myself from Precinct 4, and Brian Jensen from Precinct 6. Lanny, would you please join us? And Bryce, would you just head up to the front there?
Come on down, Bryce.
I'm going to have my wife and my parents join me.
Please. Of course. Ready? Will you please raise your right hand and repeat after me? I do solemnly swear that my full name is.
I do solemnly affirm that my full name is Bryce Williams.
I swear to support, obey, and defend.
I swear to support, obey, and defend
The Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States
And the Constitution of the State of Utah.
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
And discharge the duties of my
and
office.
discharge the duties of my office
As Salt Lake City School Board District Board Member Precinct 1
at Salt Lake City School District Board Member Precinct 1
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Hey, Bryce.
Sign this.
Bryce, that's just too awkward. Your wife's trying to hug you.
I was going to say that.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
Bryce.
Thank you.
Ashley.
We'll invite Ashley Anderson.
Ashley, will you please raise your right hand or put it on roll call? I do solemnly swear that my full name is.
I do solemnly swear that my full name is Ashley Michelle Anderson.
I swear to support, obey, and defend
I swear to support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and discharge the duties of my office
and discharge the duties of my office
as Salt Lake City School Board District Board Member Precinct 3
as Salt Lake City School District Board Member Precinct 3
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Nate, or Nathaniel. I know, I was like, Nathaniel, I guess, knowing you as Nate for so long.
I know. That's pretty wild.
Will you please raise your right hand and repeat after me? I do solemnly swear that my full name is.
I do solemnly swear that my full name is Nathaniel Stephen Salazar.
I swear to support, obey, and defend
I swear to support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and discharge the duties of my office
and discharge the duties of my office
as Salt Lake City School Board Salt Lake City School District Board Member Precinct 4
as Salt Lake City School District Board Member, Precinct 4,
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Ready? Will you please raise your right hand and repeat after me? I do solemnly swear that my full name is.
Ronald Brian Jensen. Oh, I do swear, boy, I'm blowing. I do solemnly swear that my full name is Ronald Brian Jensen.
I swear to support, obey, and defend
I swear to support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and discharge the duties of my office.
and discharge the duties of my
We'll
office.
both look at this. Salt Lake City School District Board Member, Precinct 6,
Salt Lake City School District Board Member, Precinct 6,
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations. Perfect, thank you. Unless there's anything else, I will file these, make copies, and send them to you.
Excellent.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, Lanny.
Thank
We
you all
appreciate
for
it.
what you do.
Thank you, and
Thank you. Take care.
congratulations to you as well.
Thank
Really,
you.
congratulations.
All right, and with that having taken place, I'd love to turn the time over to the board members that were sworn in, if they'd like to say anything, in particular our two new board members. Ashley, Brian?
Well, I just want to thank those individuals that have come. You have been a wonderful support, and it has been a really remarkable experience to get to know the individuals that live in Precinct 6 and to see that they really are anxious to ensure that the students of the Salt Lake City School District really receive a remarkable education, and I'm excited to be a part of that. Look forward to it.
Yeah, I'm excited to represent Precinct 3. Thank you for everyone for coming. And, you know, whatever is next, I'm ready to get to work. So, thank you.
Bryce, anything you want to say?
Yeah, just want to thank the constituents of Precinct 1 for the support, their vote. Also want to thank my parents, my wife, my friends and family that are here today, and also those that weren't able to be here today but supported through. I'm just excited to get back to work.
Excellent. Thank you all. Thank you, everybody, my family and constituents. Rebecca, thank you for being here tonight, too, and for all the support that the community and my family has given me. I'm also really anxious to get back to work, and I'm really excited for the new makeup of the board, and look forward to working with everybody here and everybody on the board. So thank you for the opportunity.
Can we just maybe take a minute and let everyone give hugs?
Of
and
course, yeah.
handshakes?
Yes.
That was really a momentous
do that.
effort.
Absolutely. He's working with you as a leader. Oh, thank you. Hi. Good, how are you? Give you a hug here as well. Yeah. We all hug. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Things are going well.
Great, yeah.
I'm glad.
How was your, I guess it's not really winter break for you.
Yeah, no, when we have kids out. But it was very busy. It was very busy. You guys go anywhere? Yeah, we were gonna go to Canada. Yeah, not forget about it. So we're all.
He does.
Good. It's so good to see you.
It's so good to see
Thank you for everything.
Yeah,
What? You get to go to the two.
I have gone.
You're not going to.
I haven't.
Alan.
I guess actually I did qualify.
I'm gonna not give this guy
I thought I
a
saw
hug.
the
I'm mac and
Yeah.
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 Anyway, I didn't know if you were.
Yeah, I think I will. I don't know if it's in person. If it's in person, I might not go. Wait, and it'll be like spring in my skin. But I think if it's on rhythm. What about your song?
Oh, yeah, he loves it. The whole thing is Rest is the only middle school that does it. That's where he wants to go, but I don't know.
Are you doing in that large family?
Yeah, no, it's definitely like issues with like equal.
Yes.
I know. I was like, I know. I was so like overwhelmed.
What?
Everybody had it.
Yeah.
Used to have it.
I used to teach like debate a little bit during COVID at Bryant, but there's not like
It's not, you know, you can't listen. So anyway, he really wants to get the camper here. They fought for it.
Oh,
By the way,
that was my idea.
But yes, it was like a big thing. I know they could like these, but they indicate that I was first place, so I really need them. So they're trading with me.
That's fine. Jen. And she said that,
Yeah. Hopefully, they had it easier.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for who's still here for joining us. We are now all present. We have newly sworn in board members, and we're an official new board. We'll be looking for a motion to entertain our next agenda item, which will be a closed executive session for the purposes of character, professional competence, physical or mental health of an individual, and/or deployment of security personnel, devices, or systems.
Vice President Salazar, I can make that motion. I move that we go into closed executive session for the purpose of character, professional competence, or physical and mental health of an individual and/or deployment of security personnel, devices, or systems.
Thank you, Bryce. Is there a second to the motion?
Second.
All right. Now that we have that motion and the second, I'll go ahead and take a vote, starting with Precinct 1 and Board Member Williams.
Bryce Williams, yes.
Jenny Sticker, yes.
Ashley Anderson, yes.
Nate Salazar, yes.
Mohammed, yes.
Brian Jensen, Precinct 6, yes.
Chrissy Sput, yes.
All right. We will conclude this portion of the meeting and enter a closed executive session for 20 to 30 minutes or so, and we will resume when that is completed. Thank you, everybody. Those two extra agenda items. Congratulations, Bryce. I look forward to working with you in this capacity and with the board and the community and the district at large. The third action agenda item is a change of board study session meeting date from January 24th to January 17th. We just wanted to make sure that we took action on this publicly and transparently with the community relative to some scheduling matters here in the district. So I would open up I would call for a motion relative to changing that board date on the calendar so the public knows when we're meeting.
I move that we change the board study session meeting date from January 24th to January 17th.
I will second.
Is there any discussion to the motion?
Yeah, so I'm going to be traveling internationally. So, and I will not be back until February 3rd. So, and the chances of me being able to log in from overseas, it's going to be hard. So, I don't know if there is like a chance we can change it to another time in February, or is there a deadline on this?
Well, we have to fulfill the motion that we have on the table right now, and I'm sure it's something that we could look at for a future meeting, but I don't know, Superintendent Bates, if you had any suggestions on how we handle that.
Let me make sure I understand the question. You're asking what the substance of the study session is?
No, we know it's going to be about the boundaries.
Yes.
Yeah, and I would like to be, involved in that process as well. However, I'm not going to be here in U.S. So, and me not being able to attend that meeting, can we push it to February where I'll be able to be present to study that? To be in that study, yeah, in topic.
That's certainly at the will. That's something that can be done at the will of the board. There is a policy that we're following that has things that are to happen in February that are predicated on discussions that have happened prior to then. So that's that would involve then a bumping of that whole schedule, which the board is able to do. But that.
Okay. Yep. Because I need to be a part of this one here, and the circumstances has changed, and I need to be back home.
Just relative to the discussion, Superintendent Bates, I know we have a meeting next Tuesday.
Yes.
Is there the potential that we could begin that specific topic for discussion on the 10th?
Absolutely. If you'd like that, we could. I'm looking around at our
There's
staff.
no cabinet.
I think if that was the will of the board, I would suggest that the motion be withdrawn and we address the meeting change next meeting.
I would withdraw the motion, and I agree with that. Thanks.
Okay.
So now it's so the motion, so we're going to have a meeting on the 24th?
No.
On the 10th?
We're still meeting on the 10th.
But the motion on the floor was
To change the date, and instead we would
So she
discuss
just
this item again
withdrew.
on the 10th.
Yeah, so
Yes.
technically, we could still.
If we conclude all of the business on the 10th, then there wouldn't be a need for a meeting on either the 24th or the 17th.
Okay.
Except for purchasing reports.
Right.
Purchase orders that need to be approved. If we cancel that meeting, then there's a long time between the 10th and then the next board meeting in February.
So the next likely suggestion is to maintain the motion and just have the schedule of the presentation on boundary changes on the 10th.
On the 10th.
And Mohammed, you would still have the opportunity to participate in that discussion.
And then next day I'll travel and I'll think about it in that 10-hour flight.
You got a long flight, brother.
Oh, yes, I will think about it.
Do you want to withdraw your withdrawal?
I withdrew. I
Okay.
withdrew the motion.
So we still need, for other scheduling matters in the district, we still need to move the meeting from the 17th to the 24th. So I was a touch premature in that suggestion.
Assuming there might be other calendaring discussions that need to happen, perhaps we could still just move this action item to the meeting on the 10th.
I'm okay with that.
So along with Mohammed, the reason that I had asked, for this to be on our agenda is that I will be in Washington, D.C. at the end of the month. And so when we originally had it scheduled for the 24th, like Mohammed, I didn't want to miss that meeting. That's why I had thought we could move it, to our regular scheduled third Tuesday.
Yeah.
So if we're going to wait until the 10th, that still puts me in limbo of knowing what we're going to be doing at the other meeting, if we're going to leave it. Because I don't think that's enough time for our public.
Yeah.
For me personally, I would say that we need to make a decision tonight whether or not we want to move that meeting from the 24th to the 17th, for the public, so that they know when our meeting is. If we don't want to do that tonight, you want to leave it like that, then at least the public knows that the meeting is going to be scheduled on the 10th and on the 24th.
Right.
The context of that is something separate.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. The substance of the substance will be taken care of on the 10th. It'll make for a
Right.
lengthy meeting on the 10th, but that's okay. And then that makes either the 17th or the 24th a significantly shorter meeting. And which
Right.
day that is also up to the board. Right now, it's scheduled for the 24th.
For the 24th.
If we're to schedule it for the 17th, then if we're to move that to the 17th, Christie, I think what you're saying is the sooner the better, so the public knows when the meeting's going to be.
I agree. I think the 10th is too late, to wait and decide if we're going to have a meeting on the 17th or the 24th.
I understand.
Right, where it's scheduled for the 24th now. So I would just say, I'm fine, I won't be able, like Mohammed, on the 24th, neither one of us will be able to be at that meeting because he'd be traveling too.
Okay. Well, I would encourage another motion. Excuse me for the suggestion, and Ashley, if you want to restate your motion.
I will, again, with the new context, move that we change the meeting date from January 24th to January 17th.
Is there?
Second that.
Okay, thank you. Since we've had the discussion already, if everybody's okay with it, I would encourage us to go ahead and vote unless there's more discussion that's needed. Seeing none, we'll go ahead and vote starting in order with myself, Board Member Salazar. I vote yes.
Mohammed, yes.
Brian?
Ryan Jensen, yes.
Christy Sweat, yes.
Bryce Williams, yes.
Ashley Anderson,
Jenny.
yes. Sorry, Jenny.
Go ahead, Jenny.
Go ahead, Jenny.
Oh, Jenny Sika, yes.
Okay. That motion carries, and I believe that takes us to the end of our meeting.
Just remind everybody of the meetings that start tomorrow, the State School Boards Association meeting. Lydia will be joining us. I look forward to 2 or 3 days of professional learning and spending time rubbing shoulders with you.
Also, I just wanted you to know that the NSBA President, Frank Henderson, will be with us this weekend, and he's looking forward to meeting all of you. I've invited him to come with us to the Zion lunch, so he and his wife, Lorraine, will join us at our table.
Great. Look forward
Whoever
to the
gets
opportunity.
there, make sure that whoever gets there first.
Got it.
Let's make sure we get enough seats.
Okay. I call the meeting adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So are we meeting right now?
No.
Sure.